I have this. Okay, odd video today because a couple of videos ago actually, I did this whole brake system, made lines, put a rear brake handle in, put a front brake master cylinder in, and front master cylinder, really hard to press. That might be a different issue, might be a leverage issue. Rear brakes, the brake handles, cutting brakes, are locked up. I just traced these lines after thinking about this for like 3 weeks. Checked these front and rear lines, and I've got them crossed. So I've got this one is supposed to be the front brakes. This one is supposed to be the front brakes. It's supposed to go into this line, and they were just crossed up. So I'm going to swap these up really quick and see if my rear brakes are still locking up. If they are, I have a solution for that. If they're not, I can do whatever I want, but this is big. I'm so excited right now. Such a dumb mistake. So if you don't know, cutting brakes refers to the ability to brake your rear right and left wheel independently so that you can turn really sharp. And because I have a single stick transfer case, I won't be able to do any digs, or sometimes I might need to turn a little bit more sharply. Everything is so tight in here, and now I can't reach my... Got a little grabber tool. Kind of a pain. It needs to have a bend. 180 degrees, there we go. Alright, so the brake pedal that I'm working on right now works just the front brakes. So, I should be able to push the brake pedal and not spin this tire. But if I hang over this... Alright, so I have been informed that you can do a burnout by just pressing the brakes, because your front brakes, they get more pressure than the rear brakes on a normal vehicle if you have a proportioning valve. And by the way, if you do any custom work, you should probably put a proportioning valve on your brake system. However, I thought it would be cool to repurpose where the clutch cylinder goes, the clutch master cylinder goes, to a pass-through brake master cylinder. And by doing that, I can brake just the front brakes. So now not only do I have cutting brakes in the rear, left and right, now I have ability to brake just the front wheels. And that way I can do sick burnouts or, you know, manipulate where my rear end is going to sit if I ever do get into an obstacle where I need that. It's kind of a 100% ridiculous thing to do because, like, you don't really need it. I just thought it would be cool, and I'm glad that I figured it out. By the way, when you pair a WJ brake booster to a Chevy engine like this one, your little fitting right here is going to be too small for the fitting on your manifold, and that would be 1/2 inch hose, I think, or 11/64. I don't even know. But you get this tiny little fitting like this for the Jeep WJ. What I did was I went and just bought the same fitting for the brake booster from Chevy around the same year. And if you can see that, that's the General Motors part number. And that just pushed in there. I don't even use the new grommet. So now I'm able to have my brake booster hooked up to my intake manifold on the front. So now, because I've opened up this system, I gotta bleed all these brakes over again, and then I'm gonna test the rear brakes to see if swapping those two lines fixed that issue as well. Well, front brake pedal totally works, and that makes me really happy. However, these brake handles right here keep locking up the rear brakes. They don't make this anymore. A new company called EMPI or whoever is making these cutting brakes, and for whatever reason the internals of them are different. It's got different pistons, so when I rebuilt this unit here, the new parts don't fit in the old master cylinders. So this has got to go, and I have this. This is also from Wilwood. This is a brake handle. Still has 2 pistons on it. So when you pull the handle, it activates one, and when you push the handle, it activates the other. So I'm going to get rid of the 1970s cutting brake thing that I bought for $20 and put this one on. A lot of this stuff I'm getting off of Amazon, but it is Wilwood product. So if you want one of these for yourself, or you want to do some other kind of weird thing where if you're making a drift car or if you're making a rock crawler, go pick up one of these. They're pretty cool if it works. One nice thing is that this one actually comes with a bleed screw for these, so you can bleed it here and at the rear wheels if you want. I've got to set this thing right about here. Sucks, I'm getting pretty tired of bleeding brakes, but time to pull that off. Bummer, I worked hard on that. Oh yeah, all that pressure in there, those were locked up pretty good. I definitely want to be able to pull it as well. So all right. It's not in my way. As long as it's not in the way, that feels really comfortable right there. I think that's where I want it. Push it and pull it all the way in a comfortable seating position. That's what you want. I feel like I'm drifting. And then I get rid of this thing, which would have been in the passenger's legs anyway. And I'll fix that. Drill a couple holes. I'll have to fix this to the bottom somehow. A piece of angle iron, make this really strong on there. Hook all these lines up to this master cylinder. Rebleed the brakes, and this is advertised as a pass-through master cylinder. So brand new, it should work just perfect. Got my feet in, goes right in the back. I got a couple of elbows and some fittings to go on there. Go right there. I think that's gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and take my center punch a hole right where I want that to be. That way I can remember, because I got to move all this and fix up this spot before I do anything. I need to make a sandwich plate. Success! It was that old style brake handle. Man, okay, this thing is cool. I'm like Drift King, buddy. Woo! Okay, that should be brakes left. That one turns. That one does not. Maybe I can kick it. Hurt myself. Oh yeah. Success! Whoa! It's 100% not perfect.